Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Continent of the Ninth Seal, or C9 for short. And this is a free-to-play, action-oriented MMORPG. Let's get started. As you can see, there's world name Ikeen, so we're going to go ahead and connect. Now inside of that, you're going to actually see several different channels. Oh, actually, we're not going to see all those channels. I believe it's actually after we pick our character. You can see I do have one character that I've already gotten to level 11. We're going to show you gameplay on him, but before that I want to show you the actual character creation, because there's a little bit more that comes into play once you reach level 10. There's even more that comes into play once you reach level 20. We'll get into that later. Let's go ahead and create a new character so we can show off kind of the character creation. So as you can see, you've got 4 different classes: the fighter, the hunter, the shaman, and the witchblade. Now each of these kind of fit on this little spectrum here in different ways. You can see control difficulty, you've got power, health, intelligence, and wisdom, and depending upon which one, you kind of see this spectrum change into a different direction. Now you will notice that these models are male or female, and that comes into play as well as you are gender locked. So we're going to go ahead and go with a witchblade. We're going to go ahead and choose. You can see power and wisdom is their main focus. They've got a little bit of control difficulty, a little bit of intelligence and health, but let's go there. Now with each of these characters, like I was saying, you do progress through, and then once you actually reach level 10, you're going to be, like you saw, my fighter was an elite fighter, and there are different skills that become available at that point in time, and different promotions and all of that stuff, and you process all those through quests. And you also have, let's keep moving forward here while I can talk and type and do all this stuff at the same time. You also have at level 20, that's when you get your job changes, and most of the classes have 4 job changes except for the witchblade, which only has 3. So but you kind of get a preview on all those in some of the early quests, which is kind of cool to see exactly what, kind of get an idea in your mind what type of character you want to play and stuff like that. So you got a couple of different faces. You got alluring, hard-hearted, or enchanting. Let's see what those look like. That's it. There's enchanting, hard-hearted, and we already saw alluring. I'm going to go ahead and go with enchanting. Features: face 1, face 2, and face 3. Just basically looks like there's kind of some makeup changes and stuff like that. You can change their skin around to everything from black to kind of a yellow or brown, which these yellows look really, really weird. Let's see what these reds look like. Very ruddy. So, but we're going to go kind of with the more pale, not that pale. I need something pale, but not as pale as what we just saw. We're going to actually go with the base. Now, you can go through each of these. This is kind of general. We can go into the face, and this is where the game really shines as far as the character creation is concerned. You can really play with all of these little things. And look at all these slide bars, and then we can go random, really kind of play with things, get all kind of crazy and stuff like that. Lip color, eye color. We can go ahead and look at style. We can see hair, traditional, wavy, twin tails. We can play with all this stuff. So you can really spend a lot of time here. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I'm going to give it kind of a, let's give her kind of a blue tint. Why not that? You could adjust length, shorten it up, which is really weird. Usually you go that way to get longer. We're going to go ahead and go long like that. And then this is probably for some different stuff like bangs or things like that. And then we can give her a tattoo, and you can see all kinds of tattoos come into play on her face. And that one's kind of cool. Let's go with that one, and maybe go with let's go with kind of a, let's go with purple. You know what? I don't really like that. We're gonna get rid of the tattoo. We've got all kinds of sizes. We can get into the body, and this is where things really get crazy. We can really go all out with the chest, go really small with the waist, get much bigger. These aren't length. These are sizes here with the arms and legs and feet and head, and make her just really tall in general. We're gonna go ahead and go with that. So I think we've got what we wanted. We can also take and preview what some of the higher end gear looks like. So you can see right now she's got nothing on, and then we can see here these are really pretty cool, being able to preview these high-end gears. Of course, you're not going to start in any of these, but you can at least preview them. So let's go ahead and create our character. Yep, we're going to create that character, and there you go. Boom, she lost all her clothes just like that, and is showing off the leg, and she goes right into a little model pose. Crosses the legs, throw those hips out, and somebody was paying attention and doing their research. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use my fighter because I want to show you guys a little bit higher level play. So let's go ahead and jump in. And this is where our channel select comes in. So you can see you've got all these different channels here, busy to good. You know, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into the busy one. Hopefully it won't lag too much because I do have a lot of the settings turned up on this. Usually my computer can handle it, but you never know what's going to happen with fraps. Sometimes things just bug out. So loading up, you can see you get your little tips there. Additional quick slots are available if needed. Press Alt-I to go ahead and open those up. Now we do have a pretty good interface here Opens things up. You've got your system messages, and then you've got your chat over here on the left side. One thing I can tell you right now is you're going to watch this chat when you get in here and get spammed like crazy. So the developers are watching this video. Get rid of this spam. Nobody likes to see it. Do something about it. Work and get rid of the trade channel spam. It's just ridiculous. Now, as you can see, I don't have a cursor on my screen right now, so it is a lot like a lot of other games that are kind of non-target based. So you just kind of run around and move your mouse around to scroll. Let's bring up our map so we can kind of see that you got your skill trainers down here. The map will also show you anytime you've got a quest. We've got an exclamation point. Of course, he's way down there on the bottom. So let's run over there. We're going to pick up that quest and then jump into a dungeon almost right away. So you already saw the map. We'll go ahead and bring up our inventory so you can see pretty basic inventory stuff. We do already have some different items that are used for enhancing and for crafting. We sold most of the items already, but we'll pick up a lot of those. That's one thing you're going to find is when you get into a lot of the dungeons, a lot of the monsters drop a lot of crafting stuff, so you're going to be able to create your own potions or create armor and stuff like that pretty quick. So let's go ahead and see this strange energy. Tells us go to the imp forest, kill imps that threaten the safety of the town. Attempt this on any difficulty. We'll talk about that in a second. We're going to go ahead and accept that. And let's head on in. We're going to go ahead and jump in here. Here's our overview map that we can go ahead and pick one of the instances because the game is instance-based. So I will tell you, you're going to spend most of your time in these instances. So if you're not a fan of these instance-based games, you're probably not going to be a fan of C9. But don't knock it just yet because the instances are pretty well done. And I do think that it's a little better done in some other games as far as getting yourself into a party. You can allow parties or allow intrusion down here. So if you allow intrusion, that will allow other people to go ahead and jump into your game. You can do your settings on equipment. And then as you can see right here, you've got your different difficulty levels of normal, hard, expert, and master. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're on the imp-infested mine. You can also see by this little scroll here which quests that I have inside of this instance. So we're going to go ahead and do expert. We're going to go ahead and start. Doesn't take too long for it to load up. Plus we get another little tip. Players trained in metalworking tailoring can process armor enhanced shards into armor enhancer. So if you want to go ahead and do that, you can later on. But this is one thing that I think is really cool. We've got a lot of little traps. We can jump over them. We also have a lot of skills. So you can see some of my skills down there in the bottom. We've got these guys that are jumping down behind us. Go ahead and use a skill, and I actually use it out of order because I do have a quest to kind of use some of my skills in order. We need that one to load up again. This thing is just standing there in front of me. He's waiting for me to attack him. So there we go. So we did use it successfully, and that actually completes one of our quests. We've got a different skill combo that is ready for us to go ahead and use. Let's go ahead and jump over these picks. Oh. There we go. Take these guys out. Now, obviously, of course, using your skills gets you a higher score as far as the instance is concerned, which you can see in the upper right-hand corner near my actual mini map. You can see right now I'm at normal. That progresses up to good and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and do this. Just hack away on these guys while some of my skills recover. There we go. We went ahead and used one of our new skills, this little thrust. Now right now I'm actually working on the skill to get my first promotion, and because during the process of actually trying to work on this skill and level up and progress through these different zones, because I had to get up to an expert level, I actually leveled up to a level 11, even though you can get the promotion at level 10. So a lot of times you'll find yourself progressing through rather quickly, especially in these games. You level up so quick, and of course, as usual, if you take and you do the quest, you're going to level up even faster. So you're going to want to take, and some people don't really like to do quests; they just want to go in and just kind of hack away at things, and that's okay too. But you are going to progress much more quickly if you take and you actually do the quest. Just simply because you get so much more experience. Let's take these guys out. These guys actually shoot bombs at you. Right now, this cave or this mine is caving in on me, so I need to take and get my my tuchus in order. So let's keep moving here. I do have a little bit of a more powerful weapon. Not that I bought or anything like that. I just got it from a quest. Another reason to do quests. it makes it a lot easier to progress through the game. You get, you know, all the rewards you get, stuff like that. It makes it really, really easy for you to progress through and progress faster, so to say. So let's take this guy, this little gnome out. You can see guys falling from the ceiling. They're kind of falling from these upper areas. Look at this guy's kind of shining in blue. Let's go ahead and take him out. I see. It wants me to use my flank attack after I use that one, that thrust skill. So let's take this guy out, and then I think we can go ahead and there we go. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll use a flank attack. I thought it was a flank attack. I'm gonna have to look it up. So let's go ahead and look it up real quick. What does it want me to do? Combo practice 3. So no, that's not the combo practice 4. So we need to do thrust, kick, and then a flank attack, which I just did. Well, let's continue on. One thing that's really nice is you'll notice that there's a little arrow that's always kind of telling you which way to go. So if you feel like you get stuck or anything like that, and then you will have little things like this where you're going to open doors, which is always really cool to see stuff like that. You know, it's very easy for a game to just kind of have you progress through the stage and not have, you know, things like all these little traps. Which another thing that's really cool is the traps actually do hit the monsters. You can see this guy's just getting worked. Let's go ahead and pick up whatever he's dropping there. Let's actually deal with these monsters. Watch out for the trap. Now I gotta get in there, pick up some stuff, and get away. Now if you double tap in any direction, you'll kind of do like a dodge or a roll. You can even do that forward and backwards. Let's get this stuff. So you can see we can do a little roll forward, we can do a little backwards, a little more there, a little more difficult. Take these guys out. We've got some gold here we're gonna pick up. I keep meaning to reassign some of my skills, or some of my hotkeys, but I keep forgetting to do that. Now you do have another thing that right now I don't have any of, but when I get to the boss, I actually have an item that I'm going to be able to use to completely fill up my rage gauge. Or I think it's actually called the Fury gauge. Let's bring this up real quick. It's this one right here. Let's actually get out of there. And when you have that full, you're going to enter a different mode, and then that mode actually allows you to do a lot more damage, not take as much damage. It's really good for taking out bosses, so it becomes really important to kind of get yourself upgraded with as much of that rage as possible. See, I did it that time, and they still didn't give me credit for it. So the flank attack is basically press to the side, and then you do an attack, and you see me kind of doing that, but it's not giving me the credit that I deserve for that skill. So stage of proficiency is increased to D. So I'm doing not that well. I found that in other games it seems to be a lot easier to get, you know, the triple S's or even the A level. This game is a little bit more difficult as far as getting those high skill levels. Even though I use, you know, things like I use my skills all the time and regularly, and my combos. And I still can't master that. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of button mashing right now. It's a little bit difficult sometimes to pay attention to hitting those combos and making sure you're using all the right keys when you're trying to point things out and you're looking around, making sure you cover everything. I don't want to forget anything. I want to try to give you guys the best look at the game as possible. Let's take that guy out, get his stolen pickaxe. Plus these guys are going down really quick. So when they go down that quick, it doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to really use a lot of these different skills. So I believe we cruise around this way. Yep, and there's more monsters over here. We're going to take it. Use some of our skills, even though they're all the way up in the air. Take these guys down really quick. And they drop some stuff, I think. Yeah, there's some gold. There we go. Let's pick that up. Let's keep cruising. I'm gonna get over here. I love these big blocks of monsters, especially when they knock me down. No, I don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that. Press the wrong button. There we go. And you can see you've got different named elites as well. So these guys, like this guy's in blue, so he's a little bit more important. And it also means he's probably going to drop a very valuable piece of treasure, which he did. He dropped a pure crystal. Pick that up. I already have one of those, so it should stack. I'm pretty sure they stack. And there we go, the Plastic Dominator's chest. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So there you go, you got a chest. You can open these up. Yep, open this up. Let's see if we got an item. Nope, we just got some gold. And you will also get some other, like you can see here, I'm getting some items, you know, for woodworking, for alchemy, then you've got for food. So you've got a lot of different stuff you can do as far as the crafting is concerned, which is really cool to see all those, you know, all the different possible recipes. So this is going to open up this area, and the boss is out here. He's going to have a few little guys for us to take out. Now, unfortunately, I don't think he's actually beating the crap out of all these guys, so I'm not going to be able to get my rage up as high as I want to. So I have this little item that I got, the Memory of John. So this will fill, you can see, fills my fury gauge. So we're going to go ahead and use that right now. We actually have, it looks like a couple quests complete. And what's cool is you can go in here and you can actually complete the quest, get the reward as you're inside of one of these instances. So, and you can see I can assign a lot of stuff to my hotkeys down here at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and let's get out of the way of him swirling around. We're going to go, there we go, Max Fury. So we use right and left click, and now we can start wailing away on him, just going to town. And I failed again. That's right. I'm not really worried about that right now. Let's get out of the way. But this is kind of one of the best spots to be able to use your different skills, be able to use and try and get those combos as well, especially because, you know, the bosses tend to have a lot more health. And there we go. You have earned a legend. So let's see what comes up. Stage cleared. Clear stage 1, an expert, and I've killed him 3 times. So that actually earns me a legend. You can see right there I earned almost 7,500 experience down the bottom. This is basically, you can let this tick down and it'll automatically pick which chest for you. I've got 2 keys and then I can earn additional ones. We're going to go ahead and pick those ones. I actually earned an item that's green and I earned some gold, and you can see there's a bunch of other items. There's a lot of different items that tend to drop out of there, but you're going to spend a lot of time at the actual blacksmith dismantling a lot of that stuff, which gets you a lot more things to be able to create other items. And using the blacksmith is really kind of an important piece because that's where you're going to do a lot of your enhancements, as well as a lot of dismantling as you get these items. Now I will tell you though, you are going to run out of space pretty quick because they don't give you a lot of space in your backpack. One thing that's cool is they do give you a separate quest and a separate cash shop. Now I can go ahead and I can start equipping a bunch of this stuff. This is all costume stuff though, so we can go ahead and equip this stuff. That soul bonus is only active when the equipment is equipped, and there we go, that's all equipped. And then we got some other stuff. Silver coffer, we can open this. Yep, let's use that and see what comes out of it. We got a quality antique, and we've got a couple more of those. Let's go ahead and open this gold one, see what we get out of there. We got this antique retailer, and then we've got a resurrection scroll. We know what those do. Town travel, we don't need to use those. And then this is another thing that you're going to get. You're going to get these little mine beads, and they give you, sometimes they give you items, most times they give you gold. There's the item we got out of the actual chest that we opened at the end, and then we've got this quality antique from the novice merchant. So, and sale price 6,000. So this is a great way for you to earn gold with these little antiques. Sale price of this thing is 70,000. So I'm going to be able to start earning some massive amounts of gold that I'm then going to be able to spend on items, and also on they call it the trade office, but it's basically like an auction house. So it looks like we got an upgrade for our boots. So we go ahead and complete that. We leveled up. We earned a new skill, Bash 2. So we got a bunch of stuff going on. And then what did we just get? We just got an item. Where is that item? Where are those boots? There it is. So it is a lot better. Nope, it's the exact same boots I'm already wearing. How ironic. So we can go ahead and accept the class change. Task tutorials are now active. So let's head, where are we heading? Still trying to figure out all this map. So we're all the way here. We need to go over here to the blacksmith or over there. We're going to go over to the trainer. We'll actually get our little promotion. So let's head over here to talk to him. I believe it's up top or down below. Down below, there we go. So So we cruise over here. But you can see, I mean, from the standpoint as far as graphically, the game looks really, really good. All of the animations are really fluid. You can see stuff off in the distance. It's nice to see the clouds and, you know, all the attention to detail on like the ship out there in the ocean and, you know, docked there. And you can see players jumping by. A lot of players in the game, which is really cool to see that. Anytime you see this many players in the game, you know if you do want to play in a party, it's not going to be too hard for you to find groups. So there we go, we completed that quest. And we've got a bunch of new tasks available. So we got Bash 2, so we can accept that. Advanced Upper Swing, let's accept that. We've got a new combo practice, and it's Bash 1 and Bash 2, so let's go ahead and accept that. And we've just got all kinds of quests. Now, I have a tendency to do all the quests. I'm not a big, you know, just grind it out type of guy, because I just feel that, you know, the quests enhance so much of the game, so you might as well do it. So we've got an agility test here. We've got even more quests that we could pick up from this guy. So let's get the rest of these. There we go. Accept that one and accept that one, which we haven't seemed to really pull off yet. You can see they categorize these by new or low level. So we're gonna go back to new because these are super low, level 3, level 4. We want to go to learn skills. Let's go ahead and look at this the skill system. We are getting a little bit of lag. Exactly what I was hoping would not happen. See if we can turn away from all these people. There's a lot of people there. Come on. Turn away. Oh, the other way. There we go. See if we can get it cleaned up a little bit by turning away from everybody. Fortunately, there's just too many people right there, and with Fraps, it's free. There we go. We got it down now. So let's go into the skill system. So we can go into the skill system here, and you've got several different options. You've got actions, you've got commands, and you've got passive, which passive is a lot of stuff like this. Max hit point, critical increase your criticals, and then let's go back to commands. You've got shield bash, backstep. We got bash 2. We definitely want bash 2. You can see you can just press the little button there, and then that upgrades it. Then you hit learn, and it tells you how many skill points it's going to take and how many you have left. So I've got 6 left. I'm going to go over here into something passive. You got defensive mastery, actions. Let's go ahead and upgrade our thrust kick. So there we go. So we've learned our stuff. So we're going to go ahead and take the class test. So now that we've taken and we've accrued a high enough level, we can take another class test. But overall, you can see the game is really set up to be very action-oriented, but it's also instance-based. I know a lot of you guys are not necessarily big fans of the instance-based stuff, so you may not like this if you're more the fan of the open-world type of stuff. But as far as from the standpoint of an instance-based game, I think it's really well done. The music, the sound effects are well done, as well as the animations are very fluid for all the skills and all of that as well. So we've got a quest here that's already done. Bash 2, let's complete that. And we're going to have a wave of these guys coming at us. And we got rocked there. Kill all enemies within the time limit. I can do that if I could stop lagging out. Come on, get up. Zero reason for my game to be lagging out right now, other than Fraps is just being a butthead. So let's take this guy out. It's working me. Little bastard. There we go. And get a chance to put in my bash 2. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get something started. Completely missed him. Fantastic. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit of a rhythm here. We can keep him on the ground and stop him from actually taking me out. There we go. See a little skill we got. Moved on there. Not bad. That was the first wave. All right, let's see if we can get in here real quick. And there's Bash 2. Nope, that's Bash 1. I don't know where Bash 2 is. Boss monsters. There we go. We actually got bashed. So we got a bash twice. There, he's down, the Avial Captain. Now, one thing that I do get a little bit disappointed with when you are doing these instance-based games is that you do have to spend a lot of time running the same dungeons over and over again. One thing that I think is kind of funny with that is, you know what? I'm done with you. Hey, come on. Use it. There we go. I maxed out my Fury real quick because I got tired of dealing with these guys. So there we go. Take them out nice and quick. So perfect. No one's passed that test in a while. You're good. But let's keep working hard. Yeah. Let me out of here. So what I was saying is one thing that I don't like is you have a tendency to have to run the same things over and over again. I wouldn't say that it's so much grindy as much as it is, you know, you just see the same monsters over and over again, and so you kind of wish that you had a little bit of variety. Now, you did see there's a lot of different options as far as when I get to the map, so you can go and you can fight imps, or you can fight those AVO guys, or stuff like that. But overall, you do have a tendency to have to repeat the same dungeons several times. And I know that is a tendency or a thing that some people don't like about these instance-based games, is that does tend to happen fairly often. So let's go ahead and pick up these last little quests that we have, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. There's not too much more that I haven't shown you guys. Of course, there's a full guild system. There's also an arena that you can jump into and do PvP, which, you know, unfortunately, I never have time, or I never take the time to actually show you guys that. Basically because I'm not a big PvP fan, so, but it is there if you do want to use it. You can hit control, that will bring up all of your different options, whether you want to take a look at your character, you want to take a look at your skills, your different quests, your guild, which I recently got invited to a guild I just joined. And you can enter the arena from here. You can look at your community, you can look at all your artisan stuff and your artisan crafting for the different classes. You can see the different stuff that you can make and what exactly you need to go ahead and create that, which is really kind of cool. You do have this full help system, which is really nice because it's going to show you stuff the whole time that you're playing, but then you can always go back and look at things. So let's go ahead and get out of all of those, and I'm going to call it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Don't forget to like and comment on these videos, as we really do appreciate both of those. If you'd like to play or learn more about Continent of the Ninth Seal or C9, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description below. Till next time, thanks for watching.